how do you get started about thinking about meeting rooms and what to put in them? Well, one, you need to think about what types of rooms do you have and what sorts of experiences and collaboration happens in those spaces. Is it more of a one-on-one style or small team style? Is it for formal client meetings, or do you have guest presenters? From there, you can think about the equipment and then also the furniture that would go in the space to be most conducive for collaboration. For example, do I have more tapered tables so that people can properly framed? Are there multiple camera points to pick up people as they move around? And then second, how do I make sure voices and faces are properly captured by ensuring that the camera, any mics or audio extensions properly pick up all the action in the space? So from equipment to furniture, that's how you start thinking about what to put in your meeting spaces so that they work harder for your office. You can check us out at Logitech if you want to find out more details.